afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our exciting webinar on inner power. Great. Flip the switch with Prana Mastery. My name is Sandhya Gokari, and I am delighted to be your host for today. Uh, I am from Ethica Insurance Broking, and it's honor to bring you this session designed to electrify your life. In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves running on empty, struggling to find balance and seeking clarity. That's why we are here today. To help you discovering techniques to boost your energy, learn how to channel, calm and balance, and clear the mental fog that hinders your focus and decision making. We are thrilled to have with us Priya Subramanian, an extraordinary coach with a wealth of experience. Priya is a facilitator at the Art of Living Foundation, the ex-creative head of Sri Guruji Art Academy, and the author of the Little Sloka book. She is also the founder of the Little Desi Shop. With her vast knowledge and experience, Priya will guide us through the transformative practices of Prana Mastery. Before we dive in, a quick reminder to keep your notepads ready and don't hesitate to ask questions during the Q&A session at the end. Now, without further ado, let's welcome Priya Subramanian. Over to you.
Thank you everyone for joining, and I am very excited for this session because I have a lot of questions for you, and we'll keep it interactive, and the chat can be engaging, and that's how we'll communicate. I'm understanding that most of you are at your workplace, so we will also be learning a few techniques. So while you learn it, ensure you practice it correctly because that's very integral to the technique itself. Yeah. Okay. So let's start. Mm. Oh, okay. That's nice. So Ekta has put in the chat if anyone is interested to be, a part of the whole discussion, then they can be moved to the panel. That will be really nice. Yeah, I think Neha has raised her hand. Anybody else, if you all wish to join? Yeah. Oh, there are quite a few. So can they all be moved to the panel? I'm happy to wait before we get going. So this talk today is going to be in 4 parts, yeah? And each part is going to be super interesting. So we'll do a small question answer at the end of each part, okay? So we can clear any doubts you may have. So prana, for example, what do you understand by prana? Anyone wants to put it in the chat or unmute and share? Antara, Karan, life, energy, very good. Pankaj, that's the perfect answer. Breath, universal energy. Shivakumar, very nice. Lalit says breath. Life itself is prana, no? Exactly, Isha. If somebody passes away in Indian culture, we say that inke pran chale gaye, no? In Hindi, we say inke pran chale gaye. That means the prana has left this body. What remains is just the body, right? Very nice. In fact, there's no exact English translation. The closest word that we can perhaps describe prana as is energy or universal energy, like some of you have already typed. Yeah, life energy. Now, pranayama means the movement of this life energy in our body. Frankly, there is always prana is anywhere running. Yeah, it's like the air is there everywhere. But when we switch on the fan, we are forcing the fan to make feel the air. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's a very brilliant analogy to understand this. Prana is already there in the body. That's why we are alive. But sometimes it's really low, and when it's really low it has so many impacts which we will explore in the course of this talk. And when it's very high, what happens and how can we ourselves ensure that our prana is high, because that's when we are most effective, huh? And what affects prana, why does it become low, and when does it become high? All this we'll explore. Good idea. Everyone's excited? Yeah. Yeah. Can you put a yes in the chat? I see so many of you. If you all can put a yes, then I'll be super excited to talk. Okay, super. So as I said, there are 4 parts. Okay. First, let me ask you, what do you think affects your energy in your day-to-day life? What do we do in day-to-day that affects our energy? Simple, basic things. Don't think very complex, okay? Let's see if you get all the 4 things right that I'm going to talk about. Arre, Sandeep got it. Food, lifestyle. What in the lifestyle? Food is perfect. Water, food is same family. Very good. Health, excellent. Yeah. Anything else? Sunlight. Environment, very important. If you're in a caustic environment versus a very happy environment. Yeah. People that you interact with, Antara, excellent. Social energy, super. Correct. Mind, how you are, managing your own mind. Sirikonda, perfect. What else? One more thing, a lot of 2 things. You all have got 2 parts of the session, 2 more to go. I'm waiting for more answers. Something that you do daily, like food. Without food, your energy is low. So, what else do you do without which you can't function? Your prana is going to tank. What is it? Everybody does it. Breath, Isha, very good. Sleep, Pankaj, okay, you got all 4, all of you. That was very quick. It just took you like 3 minutes to get all. Okay, so as I said, we'll go one by one. Okay, let's start with food. So, food is 150% super important source of prana or energy. We all agree, isn't it? And food also includes, like some of you said, water and then sunlight, because sunlight photosynthesis goes into food which we consume, etc. Huh? Vitamin D, all the other vitamins, minerals, carbs, fats, everything that we get from food, micronutrition, all that. So now food, when we talk about food as a source of prana, there's a very nice saying in Hindi. You have to complete it. Okay. Jaisa an, Vaisa. Let's see who gets it. See, this session is going to be very interactive. Man, that's it. Yeah. Jaisa an, Vaisa man. An is food, also rice, but primarily food. What we eat is how we are. Yeah. And it is said that 80% of fitness is food. It's only the 20% that is, on exercise and all these fitness activities that people invest so much in. And then we all go and eat some garbage. So, actually, it's 80% that is all food for fitness. Yeah. My screen is blank. Is my screen blank or can you all see me?
We can see you.
You can see me. Okay. Okay, Santosh, perhaps the internet. So now, in food, Ayurveda talks about 3 different categories of food. I had gone to a college and I had asked them, can you categorize food in 3 ways? They had said veg, non-veg, and junk. That's not the Ayurvedic definition and 3 categories of food. So let's see if you have ever heard of these words. Anybody? Very good. Tamasic. Shivakumar, Vata, Pitta, Kapha is not the categories of food, but that is also something which we'll talk about. Okay. Yes. So Tamasic, Rajasic, and Sattvic. Antara is very well versed. Correct. And let's decode these words. I'm going to super simplify it so that, on a day to day basis, we can actually keep a check on our prana. Yeah. So, it is so scientific and fascinating when I heard this. Okay. So Rajasic food comes from the word Raja Jaise, like a king. And a king will not just have dal chawal and sabzi, right? A king will have Rajdhani Thali. Yeah. Their meals will be like the Ambani wedding. No? So there'll be a lot of sweets, a lot of achar, there'll be so many dishes, lot of ghee, lot of tail, spice, this, that. Yeah. If you eat that kind of food on a daily basis, then there's a lot of rajas, or what is called restlessness, in the level of the body and the level of the mind. Okay. We do need a little bit of rajas in our life to do activity. Yeah, that means the prana is at a certain level where you can actually act. You have to go to office, you have to take a bath, you have to go for a walk, you have to cook food, you have to keep the house clean, blah blah blah. So that much rajas you need to do any activity. Yeah. So that minimum level of prana, higher than minimum to be alive, you need to be active. So at some times in the day, our prana is in the rajasic state where you want to do activity. as soon as you wake up in the morning. So, but if we continue to eat Rajasic food, very oily food, extremely spicy food, extremely sweet food, tala hua khana, oh, weather is very good, vada pav. Oh, three jalebis. Then uh, what happens is there's too much activity in the body because of which we can't sit still. So there are some people who will keep doing cut, cut, cut with the pen, or some fidgety action with the hand, or shaking their leg. You know what I'm saying? Not able to meditate. Ask sit with eyes closed, cannot sit, isn't it? That is this rajas restlessness in the body. But more dangerous than this is the restlessness in the mind. You are at work, you are expected to think about a certain topic, but the mind is so restless, it's going all over the place and you just can't focus. Happens sometimes to all of us. Yes? Simple thing is checking our food. We are eating too much Rajasic food. You change your food in 48 hours, you will notice that slowly, slowly, slowly. So basically, let's say you have an important presentation at work or an important commitment where you're expected to be calm and focused, please refrain from eating Rajasic food for at least 48 hours. This is a very cool tip. Yeah. Uh, Now, when it is just restlessness in the mind a little bit and we lose focus, chalo, that is bad only on a day to day basis. But continuous consumption of Rajasic food makes this restlessness, irritation even more, the graph keeps going. Irritation, anger, then we say things we don't mean, foul language, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then anger and violence to others is the very extreme of unchecked rajas. Yeah. How do we know about it? While eating in daily life. That's it. Fried food, extremely oily food, talawa food, extremely sweet food, keep it at a minimum. That's about it. You don't need to go crazy with it. Yeah. So these are the things you take care of. So this is the thumb rule. Yeah. So now the other extreme is tamasic state of mind. So tamasic is when the prana is not even in its basic requirement. It's so low that you don't even feel like doing anything. So now tamas is also a necessity in our life. It helps us rest. You can't always be working. We need to sleep. We need to rest. Now tamasic food is basically food that takes either a long time or a big toll on our body to digest. Yeah. Or it is packaged or stale food which doesn't have prana. Okay. So basically the entire packaging industry has so much preservatives, it is stale, it is packaged god knows when. Huh? So that has no prana, its saps are already present prana. So packaged food, keep it to a minimum. If you feel you are very prone to feeling lazy, lethargic and tired, huh? Packaged food, frozen food, food that is stale, after 4 days, 3 days, we keep keeping that sabzi and dal and eating it, it becomes tamasic. Food that was sattvic and healthy has become tamasic in the fridge over time. And then non-vegetarian food, because it takes a very long time to digest because of the size of our intestine, that again is a huge source of tamas to the body. It takes a lot for the body to digest. So remember these things, small, simple pointers. Yeah. Or, yeah, these three, four categories of food we have to remember. At what age should we think? Uh, Vanita is an excellent question. But you know what? If we are so lucky, we are Indians, that our day to day food is very sattvic and very well balanced. So we really don't need to wait for a certain age. Even a child enjoys eating a bit of a salad, a bit of a chutney, a bit of dal, bit of sabzi, rice, whatever, whatever. Our food in general, in every corner of India, there's so much variety and it's so well balanced that we don't need to count calories and count nutrition like that anymore. That's all old news. Science has said that eat what is natural to you, what is as part of your culture that you've been eating from childhood, it is the easiest and the most nutritious for you to digest. Homemade fresh food is as sattvic as it can be. Yeah. Of course, not very oily. Who puts so much oil like a restaurant? Nobody does, isn't it? So that kind. But once in a while you eat a pizza, once in a while you eat this and that. Of course, that is to their own. It's part of life. Kids like these, but kids, yeah, we have to keep a check on that. Huh? Kids like a lot of TV also. So yeah, we have to keep a check. Huh? Now, that's but that's the creative aspect of making food very interesting to ensure, because prana. See, this sounds very simple, but just laziness, lethargy is okay with tamasic food. Some of us become lazy, lethargic, but if we continue this cycle of ingesting tamas in our body, it is said that it quickly spirals into sadness, self doubt, borderline depression, nobody loves me, I don't feel like doing anything, and then suicidal thoughts. So you see the trajectory of rajasic, unchecked rajas in the body and mind is violence to others through anger and all that. And unchecked tamas is violence to yourself. This feeling of I'm not good enough, blah, 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 blah. So the best middle path is sattvic diet, where you eat freshly cooked, preferably vegetarian food. Yeah. So food is such a huge topic to cover. So if I'm not going to take very specific food questions, though I have done quite a bit of research and on food. Even so, we'll keep particular food questions at bay. However, there are certain things mm, in the level of prana that we can keep a check. So the environment in our body is really supported if we have alkaline water in the morning, and this is so simple. This is one quick tip that we can all follow. Take a big bottle of water in the night, and in that put one or two slices of kheera, cucumber, or and you can put the rind of a lemon or any citrus fruit like orange ka peel, chilka, and just leave it in the night. Next day morning, that water has turned alkaline and it has a very subtle taste, and you can just have that water. It's very, very good for your body. So small little tips like this really clears up our gut and keeps us nice and fresh first thing in the morning. Yeah. So these things. Other than that, when we are eating, I'll repeat how to make alkaline water. You take a whole liter of water, whatever is the bottle at home, one bottle of pani, the earlier night to drink the next morning. Okay. Everybody can have a glass at home. So basically, in that bottle, you put just 2, 3 slices of cucumber, just round, 2, 3 slices in 1 liter. Or you can put lemon ka peel after you have squeezed lemon for juice or whatever at home. Just the peel you can put, or orange ka 2, 3 peels you can put. That's it. Yeah. So the water turns alkaline. You don't need to peel the cucumber. I mean, if you want to, you can. Yeah. So the water turns alkaline. This alkaline water is very good for the body. Other than that, a very, very important aspect of food in Ayurveda, they say, somebody spoke about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Those are the body types. If you had a chance, you must visit an Ayurvedic doctor close to where you are and get your nadi checked. So there are body types. So some of us are more prone to, being very restless. Some of us are more prone to being tamasic. Like that, there is Vata, Pitta, Kapha based on the 5 elements of nature: fire and water and all that, all that. So, for example, mine is a Pitta Vata body. So, Pitta is fire. So, for me, if I do any sort of fasting, which is part of all our different religions, there is Lent, there is Rosa, then there is Ekadashi fasting, all that, all that. Fasting for me, if it's very strict fasting, it gives me a very bad headache, and for some, it gives a lot of acidity. So you have to be mindful. Your fasting has to be more on fruits, okay, or maybe a salad or some nuts you'll have to have, because your body is not very friendly. On the other hand, if you have a kapha body, which the Ayurvedic doctor can in few seconds tell, they'll just check your nadi. Nadi are like these nerve centers, not nerve centers, something like that. Okay, so kapha body will be able to fast more easily. So like that, there are many. You don't need to get into the science of it. We can't all become Ayurveda doctors. Once you notice, you know your body type, which is kind of going to be your body type, they will recommend, avoid these fermented food, avoid this, have it, but avoid like that for your body. Air and water are best. We should avoid pollution. Air we'll come to. That is another section. So we are in the food section right now. Okay. So in food, respecting and honoring the food in front of you is another very, very integral part of prana. Yeah, because that food is becoming our body. Often we eat food and we don't know what we ate only, because either on WhatsApp, seeing some forward, or we are watching something on YouTube, or we are talking to somebody. We don't realize, have I eaten 2 or 3 chapatis? Yeah, then we are not honoring that food. We have to enjoy the meal, and most of the food is digested in the mouth, in the saliva. Our nerve tips in the fingers, when they touch our palate, give an indication to our brain the kind of food that is coming. It is so fascinating how the world is moving towards eating with their hand, and here we are doing fork knife. From the West, we are copying, na? So it's also not eco-friendly to use all these plastic spoons or whatever spoons. If you can use your hand and eat, it has huge benefits. If you can eat, you know, warm food is highly recommended. And like I gave you an alkaline tip, another very, very important tip about water. Yeah. Are you interested? Are you listening? I need to hear a yes, huh? Otherwise, I'll feel I'm talking to myself. The crack people talk to them.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm giving you all my info very tightly packed in all this. Huh? So, water is, all of us, a lot of us have a glass of water after food. It's said to be Visha Pragya, as good as poison. Yeah. So it kills the Jataragni, or the fire that is required to digest the food. It's like pouring water on the fire. The digestive juices don't function. It's a good idea to have sips of water during, very small sips. And after food, you have to give at least an hour or two's gap before you actually down 2 glasses of water. Yeah. So eat little, water should be had 2 3 hours before food and 2 hours after, not during, not like a lot during, and immediately after, though definitely not. Yeah, this is something very interesting. So, and in Indian culture, when it comes to the word prana, if you have gone to any place of worship and they're offering food, there's a mantra they say, because I run a whole company based on Indian wisdom. Just before food, can you have, it's not just before, it can be like 20 30 minutes before eating, you can have vanilla. Yeah. So yeah, so there is a whole small mantra when they offer food. It's called Pranaya Swaha, Apanaya Swaha, Udanaya Swaha, Samanaya Swaha, like that. So we offer our life energy through the food to the divine as prasad, and we say that there are types. There are 5 types of prana. Let all these types blossom in me. Let this food bring that prana in my body and really give me all the energy to do what you know, achieve all my goals and dreams. Nah? So a lot of food over. Any questions? Food topic done. Prana for food over. Can you please mention food in Rajasic dance? So Rajasic is anything that creates rajas, oily food, deep fried food, very, very anything, very sweet, very spicy, like that. Tamasic food, stale food, packaged food, processed food, um, a lot of garlic, and then non-vegetarian food only, specifically because of the time it takes to digest. Sattvic food is ghar ka khana, that's made in your and my house. A lot of course, a lot of nuts, then a lot of grains for protein, a lot of salads, a lot of fruits, all that. Millets. All that comes under sattvic. No white sugar, no white, basically, maida, and no white salt if possible. Yeah, you get all alternatives now very easily. Yeah. Chalo. Next, we move on to the next source of prana. Food is done. Sleep. Everybody sleeps, even a dog and a cat sleep, and we need quality sleep. Have you noticed? Sometimes you sleep 8 hours, but you wake up and you're still not refreshed. No? Has happened? Yes. And sometimes you get only 4 hours of sleep, but you feel, wow, I feel like, I'm well rested, I can conquer the universe. Nibha, do spiritual practices reduce 100%? I'll tell you what they do. Dependency. How they reduce also is very fascinating. Body repairing time is sleep. Vasundhara, exactly. Yeah. So the body needs rest is so precious. Sleep is so underrated. Yeah. We can really sleep our diseases away. See, kachi need and not being able to sleep. This insomnia is such a problem in the West. In India, तो हम लोग घोड़े बेच के सोते हैं. There's a saying. मेरे को किधर भी बिठा दो, train में also I can sleep. Was India's claim to fame. Now in India also the diseases have come. Cannot sleep, insomnia, sleeping pills, isn't it? So I will teach you a pranayam today that improves your quality of sleep. Okay, we learn that. Uh, yeah, ideally 6 to 8 hours of sleep is very very important for adults. But again, quality matters a lot, and because you're at work in the afternoon, I find my efficiency extremely poor after an afternoon meal. So there is something called the yoga nidra that you can do, which I will conduct as a small meditation to conclude the session, which will also have yoga nidra. So that is taken care of. I'll kind of introduce you, make you experience that. Yeah. 7 to 8 hours of sleep is good for adults. Yeah. Even we need it. Yeah. Children, of course, need more. Yeah, the bones are growing, everything is growing. 10 hours is essential. But if you meditate and integrate pranayama into your daily practice, then you can do with 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Yeah. So 20 minutes of pranayama and meditation is equal to 2 hours of deep rest. So if you really have a very busy schedule, you must meditate. Some people say, "अरे मेरे पास time ही नहीं है." Time बनाना है तो ये करना पड़ेगा. Yeah. So it is said Gandhi ji used to say, "I'm so busy today that I'm not going to meditate for 20 minutes. I'm going to meditate for 1 hour," because he valued the efficiency it brought him. Yeah, the pranayama means it gives you such a gush of prana that what takes you 2 hours will just take you lesser time. That focus becomes so sharp. Efficiency is so good. Yeah. So that is about sleep. Uh, exactly. Vasundhara, you're right. We can't buy an extra body and replace it. So yeah, we only have to manage. Sleep, some things you can take care of. They say that whole blue light thing, I'm sure you're aware of. Your eye needs to be free from blue light for 2 hours before sleeping because it gives an indication to the eye that it is daytime and all this happens. So it is nice to keep your technological devices away 2 hours before so that the body is acclimatized. Also, a very interesting thing is the room in which you sleep should be very dark. In India, we don't follow all this. We keep one light. Something is there, one green light, blue light, some light we put like one, we plug it in and all. So ideally, it should be super dark, the room when you sleep. And it is said that there should not be too much clutter in the room where you sleep because it has a toll on the mind. So if you can keep your bedroom free of kachra and keep it clean and not stuff it with things, if possible, then it's a good idea. Yeah. And other than that, these are some things that one can, try and do. Keep your room really dark. Huh? And this you have to do at least half an hour, 1 hour from before you start winding down. Yeah. And before sleeping, it's a good idea to sit for a few minutes, chant Om a few times, or whatever you believe in, something. Just breathe in, focus on your breath for a bit, so that you can wind down. I wake up 2 times every day. Not like that. If you can quickly fall back to sleep, Kirti, then it's okay. Some people do, wake up in the middle, maybe for water or to relieve themselves. Sanjay will get to that about meditation. That's the fourth topic. Huh? So we will come to that. So sleep, ensure that the blue light business is out, ensure that the room is dark. Um, Also, a very interesting fact, the position. It is said the earth, there's a magnetic pull. So it's not a good idea to keep your body north south where the head is on the north. Any other direction is fine. But if you keep your head in the north and the leg on the south, apparently it has an impact on the quality of your sleep. So if you're getting extremely disturbed sleep, then you can contemplate sleeping in a different direction if you are sleeping north. Yeah, these are the sleep tips. So topic section 2 over. Any questions? Food and sleep done. So food, food and sleep, it's not directly proportional to the level of prana. More food doesn't give more prana. More sleep doesn't give more prana. It's the quality of food and sleep. This we are all clear with, right? See, because most of us have not seen Sunday morning. We sleep Saturday late night and wake up Sunday afternoon, isn't it? And after we wake up Sunday afternoon, you don't feel so energetic. You still feel lazy, isn't it? How many of you agree? Yes or no? Now you want to eat lunch and again crash for one more siesta, isn't it? So Sunday is to gone only. Directly sham mein aati hai. ऐसे, isn't it such a waste of a beautiful Sunday? Happens all the time. So the quality of sleep. One pranayam we learn called the Brahmari pranayam. It's so simple, even kids can do it. So if you have children at home, you can teach them this pranayam and it will improve your sleep quality. Okay, how do you do it? Even if you're at office right now, you can do it. Sit straight on your chair or wherever you're sitting. I would really like it if some of you can join the panel and put your videos on, so that if you all are doing it wrong, I can correct you and that way others know how not to do it. Okay, if they are making any errors. So is are few of you willing to put your videos on? That will be nice. There you go. Antara is here. Hi, Antara. Anybody else who's putting their videos on, then it will help me check if you're doing it right, because pranayams, one must do it properly. And anybody else who wishes to join the panel, if you can put your hands up and then you will be added by the hosts. Yeah. So Karan is here. Yeah. Anybody wants to join, raise your hand and you can join the panel. Fine. So I'm going to teach you the Brahmari pranayam. Brahmari means bee. And the sound that we make in the pranayam has the sound of a bee. So this is the sound. You purse your lips, close your lips, and make the sound. Yeah? This is the first step. You have to make this sound. When you do this, your hands, index finger out, curl your other fingers. Hmm? And this one, Karan is wearing earphones. So you'll have to just remove the earphones because ungli is going to. So the finger will not go inside the ear. There is like a little door, no, in front of your ear. So fingers pointing towards the screen. So ऐसे नहीं है. It's like this. Correct. Antara's mother has turned her hand. ऐसे. And elbows are up. They are not down. They are like this. And you're closing that little opening of in front of that little door. Your finger is on that. You're moving it. Move. Gently move. 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 Correct. Thumb nicely. Current thumb nicely. Huh? You're doing this. This is the action. Huh? And you're going to make that sound. Yeah. So how we do is it, we breathe in, and when we breathe out, we do the sound and move. And eyes are closed, and our focus is somewhere here. Okay. हाँ करण you नहीं करना है, मतलब बहुत gently you can do. Nobody will know you're doing. ठीक है. हाँ. ऐसे प्राइड से करना चाहिए. करण लोगों को आके पूछना कि किया क्या है, मेरे को भी सिखा. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Spine straight. You can't hunch your back. Yeah. So we do this 3 times. Okay. Breathe in. Keep your hands ready. Relax. Breathe in. Mm. Breathe in. Mm. Relax. Keep your eyes closed. Aankhein band. Hands on your lap. Relax your hands. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out with a smile. Open. Very good. Yeah. Thank you, Antara and Karan, for demonstrating along with the others. If you did it, there are 67 participants. Can you type in the chat of how you're feeling right now? Because it's extremely obvious if you did it. Okay, KP said it's relaxing, little refreshed. As soon as you do this Brahmari, felt great. There's a sense of quiet. You just feel very quiet. No? There's a sense of calm. Yeah, calming feeling. You'll get a recording. I don't know. We can have to ask Ekta and do they get a recording of this? They're asking. I don't know. I'm not aware. So this feeling of calm really is brilliant. It can slip you into sleep, and you can do this around 5 times before sleeping, sitting on the bed, and then you can just lie down and take your attention to the different parts of your body as you slip into sleep. Yeah. Something happens in the brain because this buzzing sound, really tickles the all our. We have such a complicated neural network. Na? So it gives you it activates the prana, yet it calms you down. This is also possible. This is the beauty of pranayama. It increases the prana, but not the rajas. It brings calm. Yeah. In fact, if you have cold, cough, fever, you're not supposed to do this. And if you have an issue of low BP, you're not allowed to do this because it really calms you down. So BP will go even lower. But people who have high BP, this is excellent. Yeah, it's a cooling pranayama. Okay, you can do this 5 times, 5 sets. It will take you 2-3 minutes only. So this improves the quality of sleep when practiced regularly over many days. Yeah. Okay, we've moved 2 topics over. Third topic is the breath, my favorite topic. At what time? Vanita, technically you can do it anytime. So let's say you're feeling very restless at work and you really want to calm down. You can do Brahmari. Before sleep, you can do Brahmari. Any time is a good time to do this pranayama. Don't do it on a full stomach. And if you're driving. Okay, yeah. Any other questions? We'll move on to topic 3 of how to increase our prana management. Yes. I need to see many yeses. You all are listening now. You all are not sitting and doing your office work. It's a very precious session. Huh? Don't let it go to waste. Office work, though, you can continue in 30 minutes. So many yes. Very good, very good. Even if you type no means you're listening, no. It's a trick question. Okay. So the third source of energy is our breath. It is so fascinating that we give nearly no importance to this source of prana. It is so crazy. Yeah. If you don't have your breath, nobody is going to keep you in your house. They are going to burn you or bury you, isn't it? We are anything because we have our breath, isn't it? So, breath is absolutely everything. Life itself, prana itself moves along with the breath. Yeah. So, now um, let's understand how the emotions are connected to the breath. Okay. If you notice, when you're angry, you breathe differently. If you see a child and they're really angry, they'll do, मुझे वो चाहिए, and they'll do all this deep, angry, restless breaths. And then when you are very sad, you breathe differently. You're crying, atak atak ke aati hai shwas. No, it's not a soft, long breath. And then when you're happy, you breathe differently. You're smelling a flower. How do you breathe? You take a deep breath in, isn't it? Nobody breathes and they see a rose, isn't it? Or you're smelling some amazing kheer, you breathe differently. And you're very tired. You come back home, you sit on the sofa. How do you breathe? The outgoing breath is long, the incoming breath does not exist only. You're just, it's a tired breath. So every emotion has a corresponding breathing pattern. The reverse is also true. Right now, emotions are controlling us. When you do a bit of pranayam and focus on the breath and ensure that your prana levels are high, we become a master of our emotions, which is the whole point. That's the whole game. If we can handle our anger and our emotions, then what is there? Nothing else is there only to achieve, isn't it? What do you say? So, if you think you are angry, you need to do pranayam. If you think you are a lazy person, you need to do pranayam. If you think you want to maintain your energy level, you need to do pranayam. Basically, we all need to include activities that increase our prana level. Breathing is the easiest, it's free of cost. Imagine if you have to eat healthy food, you have to buy the food, cook it, it's one process. If I say you have to breathe means it's so easy, बैठो श्वास लो खत्म, isn't it? Free of cost, available with you all the time, isn't it? So, addressing this breath and respecting and honoring our breath is very important. So, as an art of living teacher, this is what I do. I teach people different techniques to breathe, Sudarshan Kriya versus many, all these pranayams, meditations, so that they can increase their prana. So, what happens because of this? When our prana levels are high, if somebody irritates us or there is a problem at office or there is some problem solving required, when our prana is high, it doesn't affect us, the problem. We are able to find a solution or work towards that. It doesn't shake us. Imagine it's like an ocean of prana and you throw a stone. Ocean को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. The whale or the ship in the ocean को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि एक stone has been thrown in the ocean, isn't it? But if it's a bucket full of prana, very less prana, your prana is low. If somebody irritates you, your child keeps asking you, Papa, 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 you'll be like, Chomp! Isn't it? You get so angry and you feel so bad that you shout it for no reason, isn't it? Because the prana is low, just one stone in a bucket can create ripples. This is a good analogy to remember. Do you agree with me? Am I making sense? Yes. Hamad Mansoori says yes. It's true. Yeah. So, addressing this and integrating pranayama into your daily life, if there is one takeaway from this session, it is that. Yeah, you have to learn and you have to do it. If you want me to teach you how to do it, it's a possibility. You can reach out to Ekta. We can do something for all of you at work and we can learn few techniques and y'all can practice it. All that is possible. So you will have to reach back to your team that organizes and we can work something out. Okay. Prana is prana vayu. Yes. Oh, she was saying I just shouted like that on my kid. See, isn't it? And we feel so bad because the kid just wants our affection and love, and then we are not able to handle it because we're so busy and there's so much happening in the mind, right? And our prana is low because of all this. No? Okay. So that's the third part is done. And the fourth source of prana or energy is a happy mind. Some of you said, the environment, the social energy, the people you spend time with, isn't it? So Imagine if you're in a room full of children, for no reason you are smiling. It is so cute because their prana is high. It's like fire. Fire catches fire, prana catches prana. This is the thumb rule. Yeah. You are at, in your vacation, you're at a beach, you can see the sunset. You just feel so happy and for no reason. Really, nothing great has happened, isn't it? But you can't always be around these situations. You can't always go to the beach to have your prana increased, isn't it? You have to do it wherever you are, in your office, in your house, blah, blah, blah. In your day to day, you should have techniques that can increase your prana. You can't depend on the environment every time, no, because every time environment is not going to be so amazing. Excuse me. So, what do we do? Handling the mind and keeping it happy is another skill. And meditation is that skill to handle the mind and, keep away this unnecessary thoughts so that what thought is required at the right time comes. Otherwise, there's a traffic jam, isn't it? Let's say, um, who is like Kirti. Let's say Kirti has to go from, where is all your office? Where are all of your living? Can you put it in the chat? Mumbai. Okay, fine. Let's say Kirti lives in, oh, remote. Oh, all over. It's not only one place. So I'll give you Mumbai example. Okay. There is Dadar and there is Thana. Okay. It is a good 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers. Okay? And there's a lot of traffic. I'm telling you now only. Everywhere in Bombay. So, and Bangalore, Durga, then you know best. So, if Kirti lives in Thana and she has to go to Dadar in the middle of the night, taking her car, she's only driving. At some 1 in the night, she has to go to Dadar. She will reach in 30 minutes because roads are empty. No signal, nothing. Same thing if she has to do at 9 in the morning when the whole world is going. Yeah, it will take her at least an hour and a half. Huh? Where is 30 minutes? Where is 1.5 hours? Car is same, Kirti is same, distance is same, Thana pothole is same, the other rain is same, everything is same. Only difference is one, traffic. Agreed? And that traffic has made 1x time into 3x time. We all are experienced that. We are PhD in traffic management because of where we live in this country. Except Vapi. Vapi must be not so bad. So traffic in the mind also same thing. What should take 30 minutes to do at work takes 1.5 hours because there are so many irrelevant thoughts which are nothing to do with that work at hand. This thought of मेरे घर पे क्या हो रहा है, मेरा बेटी को स्कूल में ये करना है, something something something, all important but not relevant. So removing this traffic in the mind, bringing that clarity happens very, very systematically if you practice pranayama or meditation. One, clarity in mind. When there is clarity in mind, you can do the second thing, which is sincerity in what you're doing. See, when there's so much traffic in the mind and you're not able to manage your time well, then you're going to do a shoddy job, isn't it? कुछ तो करके खटपट बन गया presentation, and you're not proud of it because you wanted to do a better job. But the prana is low, you don't have that kind of energy, plus you don't have that kind of time. So we do mediocre stuff when we actually want to do excellent stuff. Nobody gets up in the morning and decides, आज मेरे को बकवास काम करना है. Nobody is like that. We all want to do our best, but we don't have the energy, means prana is low, or the time because the mind is full of 10 million thoughts. Traffic jam. Yeah. Traffic jam and prana is the problem. So there is no sincerity in our action, though we want to be sincere. Yeah. And that's why there is no purity in our heart because we feel like nobody is giving us our due. Sometimes we feel like, अरे यार वो तो क्या यार उसको इतना lucky है वो. We. Yeah. So how to do this thought control? See, if you sit right now and if you tell yourself, don't think of a monkey, don't think, focus. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Monkey only will come. The mind doesn't listen to us. So we have to use the breath, right? So that's why pranayama is the only way, one of the easiest way to make the mind listen to us, make the mind calm, increase your prana, heighten your energy levels, and be extremely efficient in time management, manage your emotions. Everything revolves around that nose and the breath. Yeah. So this thought control, and somebody said, when they try to meditate, it doesn't happen. Yeah. It's okay. There is nothing like a perfect or a bad meditation. Yeah. It happens over time. And even if thought comes, that is also meditation. We have this in this thing that, if I'm getting thoughts, I'm not meditating. Nothing like that. Think of it as a cleansing. The thoughts are being thrown out. Yeah. So it's okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to teach you a beautiful pranayama that you can do even at office. So it doesn't look weird and you don't feel uncomfortable. Pehli baat. Dusri thing, this is such a brilliant pranayama. It's called the king of pranayamas because it's effective for all requirements, emotional health, physical issues, sinus, headache, blah, blue, whatever. Yeah. And stress, all this. It's called the Nadi Shodhan. I told you the Nadi check 5. It's called Nadi Shodhan, or many people call it Anulom Vilom, which is the version of it. So we'll do that Nadi Shodhan, and then I'll guide you through a short meditation ending with a Yoga Nidra. Okay? So we'll do that now. I would really appreciate it if you can put your videos on because I've spoken for 1 hour looking only at my face. And if you can sit with your eyes closed for the next 10 minutes, and then we'll have like question and answer. Yeah, for another 5 minutes. Okay, so it's going to be beautiful. How do you do Nadi Shodhan? See, your left hand will be on your lap like this, index and thumb touching each other on your lap. Okay, like this. And your right hand, index and middle finger touches between your eyebrows, thumb on your right, little finger, ring finger on the left nostril. Got this much? Yeah, okay. And left hand is in chin mudra. Okay. Close your right nostril, breathe out from your left. Breathe in left, close left, breathe out right. In right, out left. In left, breathe out right. Breathe in right, close, breathe out left. In left, breathe out right. Continue. Now keep your eyes closed and keep your palms on your lap. Eyes are closed. Sit straight. Just listen to the instructions gently. Listen to all the sounds in your office or your house, wherever you are right now, keeping your eyes closed. And accept all the surrounding sounds. Maybe people are talking, cars, traffic, birds, sound of the AC or the fan. Accept all these sounds. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of your body. This body is so precious, and the prana is flowing continuously, keeping this body alive. Without moving your body, take your attention to your legs. Breathe in and relax your legs. Take your attention to your stomach and chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your attention to your shoulders and hands. Breathe in, relax, breathe out. Neck and face. Breathe in, relax, and let go. Take your attention to the top of your head. Breathe in and relax the whole body. Even if there is some pain or discomfort in any part of the body, just relax and accept it. Let's be in harmony with our beautiful body. Take your attention now to your thoughts and feelings. Good thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, let them come, doesn't matter. Welcome any thought, any feeling. They'll come and then they'll go away also. Do not resist any thought. Breath in and breathe. You are peace, you are love, you are joy. You are a fountain of prana. Just relax for a few seconds, nothing to do. विश्राम करें. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Take a deep breath in and let go. Again, become aware of your feelings and thoughts, if any. Become aware of your body. You can move your fingers and toes gently. Become aware of the chair you are sitting in and your surroundings. With a smile, take another joyful breath in As you breathe out, slowly, gently open your eyes. आंखें खोल सकते हैं. What are you feeling? Anyone wants to type in the chat? Wow, Antara saying she's very nice, relaxed. Wow, Lalit, Rashna. Wow, Adbhut. That's the right word. Meditation is concentration. No, it's the ulta. Meditation creates concentration. Meditation is deconcentration. Of course, meditation increases prana, 100%. Kirti saying refreshed and calm. Very good. Nice, na? See, just 10 minutes. If you did it along with me, I am only feeling so nice. So I'm sure you also felt very nice. Wow. Yeah. So let's find out, how we can make this a part of our life. Yeah. See how we can do a little bit of pranayama meditation. It's India's gift to the world. No? Yeah. So as Indians, we have to use it to our benefit and be proud of it. है कि नहीं? Huh? Okay. Let's take 1-2 minutes to type out whichever part of the session or anything that you connected with, because I spoke about too many things. Yeah. So can you just type out something? Let me answer Sanjay's questions. I learned this in yoga, but never pointed fingers between eyebrows. You just folded. Yeah. Anything? I mean, yeah. You can do it like this also. Touching here gives you. This is our Agya chakra. You touch here, your energies or your intention is here, your focus is there, so it helps. But yeah, you can even fold your fingers. That's okay. Antara, I have a doubt. Yeah, what's your doubt, Antara? Others, in the meanwhile, can type out one thing is which is your takeaway from the session, one thing you remembered. So it's like a nice revision for everybody, no? So everybody can write whatever they liked the most or their takeaway from the session, and that way everyone can kind of revise. Ha, Nibha. Does spiritual practice reduce dependency on food subconsciously? Yes, not only on food, on everything else, on anything external. So, the purpose of our mind is to enjoy the world using our five senses, taste being one, isn't it? So, I mean, we have to enjoy, we have to eat nicely, see beautiful things. Great. Yeah. But the dependency is where there is problem, isn't it? So if you constantly need music to function, that's a problem. But listening to great music is amazing, isn't it? So food dependency, when we meditate, obviously, because our prana is high of our own, without us needing an external influence to bring that joy, to bring that serotonin hormone or dopamine, automatically our dependency drops on everything, not only food. So, automatically, if you want to give up something which is unhealthy, it happens. So you will notice when people meditate or start practicing pranayama, there are some chain smokers who easily quit, which is otherwise a very big problem. Or getting over alcohol. In fact, I know Art of Living has a lot of de-addiction programs. So they are like serious addicts. It's not even like you and me, just having pizza or ice cream once in a while. These are like alcohol addicts or uh, drug addicts. They really come out of it. It is easier than otherwise if you have other sources to increase the prana in the body. You mentioned how our breathing changes during different types of emotions. So, is it pranayama only that controls? Pranayama is one of the easiest ways. Another way is training the mind, which is a long cut. Shortcut is pranayama. Voluntarily changing breathing patterns. So, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the definition of pranayama is about this. It's a very scientific text about how a pranayama is actually done, how the breathing is changed. So, you have to learn from a teacher who has practiced pranayama. Yeah, just experimenting on your own is not recommended. So, voluntarily doing it of your own is not recommended. You have to learn correct techniques of pranayama and practice it and see how it has an impact on you and then continue to do it. Yeah. And that's why having a guru or a teacher is very, very important when it comes to practices of meditation to begin with. Antara can unmute, I think, if they allow it.
Yes, you can unmute yourself, Antara, and ask your question.
Yes, Antara. Host has muted you, is it? Wait. Now? Ask.
Hi,
Hi, Antara.
hi. It was a great session and interacting with you. I just had this doubt, like as you mentioned, like our breathing pattern changes when we feel different courses of emotion. So you mentioned one of the thing is like controlling the mind, which is a very far long journey. And in shortcut, we can use pranayam. But what I was asking is like, as you mentioned, breathing changes with these emotions. So should we like voluntarily put like, okay, if I'm feeling angry, so I should like start taking any different course of breathing so that I may like dispose from it. Like it was one of the doubt when I had like you mentioned about these things.
Very nice question, and exactly why we learn pranayama. So, see, when we are in a particular situation to do something and solve it is little challenging. Haven't you noticed that? But if it's a life practice, then at the right time, the right words and actions come. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it is important, hence, to do a regular sort of daily practice where you train your body and through the breath and pranayama to anyway get angry rarely. One. Second thing, if you get angry, to become calm faster. Second, that doesn't mean you'll never get angry. What do you think? I never get angry, or of course I do, but it lasts for way lesser than it used to with respect to me. So we are all also different people. No? Now, the third thing is yes, you can change your breath at that moment. Haven't you heard this when parents tell, no, okay, are you angry? Time out. Go to the corner, look at the wall, count till 10. Have you heard this? How many of you have heard this? It's a very common thing that we say, no, ask a child to count slowly till 10 or backward from 10 to 1. Why is all this happening? Because suddenly they're taking their attention on their breaths. 1, 2, they have to calm down, isn't it? When you talk, you are breathing. So when you do a slow counting, by default, you're slowing down your breath. All that aggression, anger, irritation is going to come down. So automatically we do things. You go to a hospital, you see people breathing, they will do their outgoing breath is longer in a hospital because they're trying to automatically increase their prana by default. But if you actively do it on a day-to-day basis, it has a 10x impact. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any substitute for tea? Yes. Hot lemon water with a little bit of ginger, jeera powder, tulsi leaves, all that. I'm a tea lover. You want to reduce it for good health. Yeah, you can even get the Shankhapushpi, that blue flower, and then boil it, or get hibiscus flower, boil it. Then the tea becomes colorful. Put a dash of lime. Do all funky things, creative things. Also, you get Samahan. It's a nice packet. You get Samahan. It's a nice brand. It's all like Ayurvedic, right? You just cut it, mix it in water. It's yummy. I have done an art of living course years ago and was active. Today's session refreshed those memories. Wow, Isha, very nice. Huh. Vanita, is there? Can you please type here? Are I told you know everything. All amazing answers. Hibiscus tea, Shankha Pushpi, or I don't know. It's called blue pea, I think. No? It's anti-aging also. Blue pea tea. You can just pluck it from some plant or grow that plant at home. It's very easy. Hibiscus is apna shoe flower. They put to gods in India. And third option is Samahan. Oh, you want me to type that? Okay, I'm going to type that. Samahan is a nice thing you can buy. Or you can just put basic things at home, some tulsi yevu and boil it and have nice with a little lemon. Yeah, that's it. Anything else? We've run out of time. I am a sweet lover. I can't stop. I eat jaggery. My mouth offers waters. Oh, yeah. And India has so many sweets. My good God. I know, it's tough. You can have dates. It's so sweet that it irritates you and then you don't want to eat anything else. At least I don't like dates and it's so sweet and it does the job of satiating and cutting that sweet feeling. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody wants to ask or say something? Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Though I didn't get to see your faces, I hope I actually do get to interact with you someday physically. Thank you, Sandhya. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Priya, for that enlightening and transformative session. I'm sure everyone here found immense value in the techniques you shared today. To our wonderful audience, thank you for your active participation and engagement. We hope you found this session as electrifying as we promised. Remember, the journey to boosting your energy, finding calm, and gaining clarity doesn't end here. Make these practices as a part of your daily routine and watch how they transform your life. If you have any further questions or need more information, please feel free to reach out. We would also love to hear your feedback on today's session. So don't forget to share your thoughts with us. Once again, thank you all for joining us today. Stay tuned for more exciting webinars from Ethica Insurance Broking. Until next time, stay energized and balanced. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Priya.
Thanks, Sandhya. I'll just quickly thank all. So many people have typed such lovely things. Hamad, thank you. Vasundhara, Abhishek, Kirti, Ankush, Durga, Sanjay, Vanita, Sandeep, Sukesh, hi, Rupashri, Antara, Rashna. Thank you so much, everybody. Kamala also. Sanjay Singh, best part is your smile. Thank you. Shivaram, Prachi, Kalpana, Rajesh. Thank you, everybody.